city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Brave only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then. Where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello, hello. You, and you. And I know what y'all thinking. Brandon, what you doing up? Believe me, I know I should be asleep right now, and don't worry, I'll still have some time to get some Z's in. I got some Z's all night long, but y'all, I woke up this morning. Praise be unto God for that, right? And I just every morning when I wake up, I of course pray and all that stuff, make it do what it do. But then I go to the trade publications, the rap, the Hollywood Reporter, Deadline Hollywood, Variety, and any other trade publication that I see, right? And then I see this, that The Apprentice could be rebooted with 47 Jr., and it's in early talks of Amazon. I'm like, oh no, we gotta go live to talk about this. So Higher is waiting, Low is available, but he's like, we gotta go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. 17 people in the building. Thank you so much, 11 people here now. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear the virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Good morning to you. Like, y'all, I no. No. Now for a more accurate response of how I feel, I'm going to use a white man and his privilege. Okay. To be able to do this. All right. So give me a moment here. Because I just but you know what? No, I can't do that because I might get copyrighted for that. You know what? Okay, we'll play it one time for that one, and then oh, you know what? This will be a funny moment. Give me a moment, y'all, because this is how I'm feeling about this. Okay. Give me one moment, because I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. You're not doing this. We're not doing this. No. And Amazon, why do you have to go so below the bottom of the barrel? Now I got some more intel for y'all of why this should not happen here in just a little bit. But let me get this clip up for y'all. Because yeah, this is exactly how I'm feeling this morning. Mm-hmm. Come on now, pull up for me now. I know how tech is. Oh, this is the one. Okay, here we go. Give me a moment. Y'all really want to know how I feel about this? Let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Here we go.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No, God!
No.
No, God, please, no!
That's
no!
how I'm feeling.
No! No!
One more time.
No, God!
Please.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So that was Michael's. Okay, I'll let you say it one more time, Michael Scott.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So that was the one and only Steve Carell asked Michael Scott in the office saying no. And there was another Michael that's standing on business. Okay, so we're gonna watch this 3 times too, and then we're gonna get into it because, child, I just need y'all to know how I'm feeling.
I'd like to say, this is our last and final tour.
Let's get the victory tour. That's all for you, Joe.
This is our farewell tour.
The farewell tour. Hi, Joe.
You see Casper? Just like, that's my boy. That's us.
Yeah.
That's the president. That's 47 Junior.
Talk to him, Mike.
I'm gonna go back 2 more times just to play that for y'all because that's exactly how I'm feeling this morning about The Apprentice. The Apprentice being rebooted? Nah, bro. Nah, so we good. You know? Come on now. I really gotta refresh this thing. Okay,
1984 was the year that almost broke Michael Jackson. And the movie did a pretty good job of showing that. But
so anyway, I think y'all get the point. Now let's get to this news because this is just... Why are we doing this? Like, just open up to content creators. Like, we have shows that are successful. God. Here we go, y'all. From Variety, The Apprentice reboot with 47 Junior as host, reportedly under early discussion at Amazon. Why? Why? Okay. I just no. I'm gonna play that clip 2 more times because I need to cope with this. Okay, I know that some people may not care about this, but it's just like this platform is how 47 got his power. Okay, socially. And he's been running the country like it's been The Apprentice. He hires who he wants to, he fires who he wants to, and all of that. Okay, so I'm gonna just, I genuinely cannot believe that Amazon would stoop this low just to have content. So 2 more times, y'all. Here we go.
I'd like to say,
This is us.
this is our last and final tour.
This is us. That is 47 Junior.
Let's get the victory tour. That's all for you, Joe.
This is our farewell tour.
The farewell tour.
That's 47 Junior. That's us. That's how Mama being proud of us. That's 47 and 47 Junior. One
I'd
more
like to
time.
say, this is our last and final tour.
Let's get the victory tour. That's all for you, Joe.
This is a farewell tour.
Bye, Joe.
That's exactly how we're feeling. We don't want this shit. Let's continue on. Amazon is considering a potential reboot of the 47 hosted reality competition show The Apprentice for its Prime Video streamer, according to a report late Wednesday by the Wall Street Journal. But the newspaper added that instead of the president at the helm, it will be his son, 47 Jr. Amazon declined to comment, but told the newspaper the show wasn't in active development. Amazon spokesperson told Variety, since our acquisition of MGM, we have had preliminary internal discussions about what's next for The Apprentice as a property. The show is not in active development. Any report on the details of the show or names of the host is really speculative. An insider told Variety that there have not been any active discussions with anyone outside the company about producing The Apprentice reboot. God, today, if green lighted, the new Apprentice would be the latest effort by Amazon to put the 47 family in the spotlight. In January, Amazon released Malaya, a documentary about First Lady Malaya 47. During the weeks leading up to her husband's second presidential inauguration, Brett Ratner helmed the film, which was lambasted by critics, but managed to break the record for best opening for a nonfiction feature in the last decade after debuting to $7 million domestically. The Wall Street Journal cited Amazon MGM Studios head Mike Hopkins and other Amazon executives as spearheading the potential Apprentice revival, knowing that Hopkins and company began talking about the reboot idea internally last year around the same time 47 was being sworn in for his second term, according to some of the people familiar with the talks. Variety has also reached out to representatives for Apprentice, executive producer Mark Burnett, for comment. The Apprentice followed a group of would-be entrepreneurs as they compete in a series of challenges testing their business acumen. One by one, they would be eliminated at the one by 47, who with a finger point and his signature scowl would tell them, "You're fired." Before they exited the competition, the victor of each season was the opportunity to be mentored by 47 himself, who through the lens of the show is portrayed as an all-knowing, all-powerful mogul of the industry. The future president hosted the show for 186 episodes from 2004 to 2015. It was nominated for 9 Emmys during its run and spawned off multiple spin-offs such as Celebrity Apprentice, which was hosted by the president, The Apprentice Martha Stewart, and also the Celebrity Apprentice with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. In 2024, 47 revealed to Variety's co-editor-in-chief, Rahman Sadoof, that after he left the show in 2015 to run for president, he told NBC that Ivanka would be his first choice to take over The Apprentice as host. I said the best person to hire would be Ivanka 47. He said by the impressive, I felt Ivanka would have been by far the best person you could hire. The revelation was a part of Steno's reporting for his 2024 book, Apprentice in Wonderland, How the Donald and Mark Burnett Took America Through the Looking Glass. And there's also a 47 movie called The Apprentice. Let me show you that. Now, I have not seen this film at all. Okay, it's available on Tubi. Okay, I know exactly what I'm watching this weekend. Okay, so but yes, this right here is this. Okay, so let me do this here because no. So The Apprentice was big television back then, right? And I think we all remember that clip, right? I think we all remember that clip. Give me a moment. I really just cannot believe that they are really considering this. And so I'm going to bring your remembrance back to that clip real quick here. Give me a moment here. Because I want you to have a full picture on why I am freaking the hell out of this. So here it is here. From the Young Turk, shout out to the Young Turks here. I definitely want y'all to like when this clip came out, I'm just oh. There we go. When this clip came out, it was like, what the actual hell is going on? And like this came out during the time that I believe he was running for president the first time, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Being recorded, it gets really weird.
Okay, so here it is here. So I'll play the clip and then explain what's going on. Okay, so here we go.
In newly released audio from back in 2005, Donald Trump was caught on a hot mic while waiting to appear on a soap opera. Now, a little spoiler alert for you before we roll this. When he doesn't know he's being recorded, it gets really weird. Let's listen.
And she's still very beautiful. I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
Huge news there.
I know, Nancy.
Yeah.
No, this was, and I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes, the Donald has scored.
Whoa.
Oh, my man. Wait, you got to look at me when you get out of your life.
Sets this up.
That is
Will
very
you give me the
Look
thumbs
at
up?
you. You are.
You got the thumbs up. You got to get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
Else off first? Yeah, let me.
It's very
You
fun.
got to give the thumbs up.
You and I will walk there.
Oh, my God.
Maybe it's a different one.
Better not be the publicist. No, it's her.
Yeah, that's it, with the gold. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. That's good legs. Go ahead.
It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus. Like Ford, Gerald Ford, remember?
Down below. Pull the handle.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Trump, how are
Nice seeing you.
Pleasure to
Terrific.
meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
How are
Nice
you?
to see you. How you doing,
Very
Ariane?
good.
Doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the
Would you
bus.
like a little
Okay,
hug, darling?
absolutely.
How about a
Melania
little
said
hug for
this
the
was
bushy? I
okay.
just got off the bus.
Bushy, bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well, you've got a nice co-star here.
Good.
Yes,
After
absolutely.
you.
So, to give you context, conjecture, and connection. Oh, y'all couldn't even see it. Okay, I'm gonna set this up one more time. StreamYard sometimes misbehaves, okay? So I'm going to pull it back. Here we go.
In newly released audio from back in 2005, Donald Trump was caught on a hot mic while waiting to appear on a soap opera. Now, a little spoiler alert for you before we roll this. When he doesn't know he's being recorded, it gets really weird. Let's listen.
And
She used to be great. She's still very
I
beautiful.
moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
That's huge news, Sarah.
Oh, no, Nancy.
Yeah.
No, this was, and I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes, the Donald has scored.
Whoa.
Oh my man. Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out. You're like,
Sets this up.
That is very
you give me the
funny.
thumbs
Look
up.
at you. You are a
You gotta put the thumbs up. You gotta get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
first? Yeah, let me.
It's very
You
funny.
gotta give the thumbs up.
All right, you and I will walk there.
Got it.
Maybe it's a different one.
Better not be the publicist. No, it's her. It's
Yeah, that's it. With a gold. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, Shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. That's good legs. Go ahead.
It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus. Like Ford, Gerald Ford, remember?
Down below. Pull the hell.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
How are
Nice seeing you.
Pleasure to
Terrific.
meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
How are
Nice
you?
to see you. How you doing,
Very
Ariane?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the
Would you
bus.
like a little
Okay,
hug, darling?
absolutely.
How about a
Melania
little
said
hug for
this
the
was
bushy? I
okay.
just got off the bus.
Bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well,
Come
you've
on.
got a nice co-star here.
Good.
Yes, absolutely.
After you.
That's wow. Context: he had gotten married to Melania a couple of months earlier, apparently.
So he is married at that point.
Yeah.
So the contest, conjecture, and connection for this, right? You saw that was Access Hollywood on the bus, and Verizon Wireless did this. Did branded content. What's called branded content back in the day, but it was a part of a promotional campaign for the 10th season of Access Hollywood. I'm gonna bring that up right now so you can gain more contest, conjecture, and connection. Here we go. Access Hollywood and Verizon Wireless team up for Verizon Wireless Access Across America tour. Hit Entertainment News Magazine kicks off 10th season on the road. NBC Universal Domestic Television Distributions, Access Hollywood, and Verizon Wireless joining forces for Verizon Wireless Access Across America tour, a 3-week multi-market promotional tour. It was announced today or on that day by Rob Silverstein, executive producer, Access Hollywood, and John Harrelman, Vice President Advertising for Verizon Wireless. On August 29th, Access Hollywood will kick off its landmark 10th season on the road with co-anchors Nancy Lavelle and Billy Bush, taking the show across the country over the course of 3 weeks. Access Hollywood will showcase Verizon Wireless VCast service. That tells you how old this press release was and how old Verizon Wireless has been around, because VCast was basically Pluto TV, Xumo TV. Xumo TV is from Charter Communications, a partnership with NBC Universal, Roku, and Tubi. That was basically free advertising, streaming on-demand TV and content, everything else. That was the Verizon Wireless VCast service back in the day. That brings news, entertainment, sports, and weather to wireless phones through streaming via using the company's EVPO network, the nation's largest, fastest, and wide area network, and a deal brokered by Marathon Ventures, the Entertainment News Magazine, and wireless provider collaborating with their respective promotional efforts for the road trip titled Verizon Wireless Access Across America tour. Taking the show on the road is the perfect way to start to season. Says so, saying the fact that no other entertainment news show has done this before is yet another example of how Access Hollywood continues to separate itself from back. In Verizon, we have the ideal promotional partner. They're cutting edge, fun, and take pride in offering something that people can't get anywhere else. All the qualities that are the backbone of Access Hollywood. VCast is the newest extension of the Wireless experience. Harriman said this relationship puts Access Hollywood literally in the hands of customers. For anytime viewing, VCast allows entertainment snacking for consumers who are hungry for the latest entertainment news. We are excited about this relationship that brings Access Hollywood to the newest screen, the third screen of Verizon Wireless mobile devices. The multi-market tour will officially kick off in Miami at the Video Music Awards, with the tour bus sporting the official Verizon Wireless Access Across America tour logo, taking part in the red carpet arrival line of an award show. So you know when you see the car cavalcade, literally the bus pulled up. So imagine you're the logistics coordinator, right? Okay, Jill Scott, Brainley. Oh, Brainley is with Jill Scott. Okay, so Jill Scott, Lee, and Brainley, Mr. and Mrs. Lee, the Lee's guy. Okay, and then you see this big what the? Did anybody approve this? Yeah, that's how it actually happened. Well, not really. They knew about the bus pull up. But anyway, following the launch of the tour in Miami, Odell and Bush will embark upon their coast-to-coast trip on the tour bus, which will also serve as the backdrop for Access Hollywood's daily broadcasting in each market. The co-anchors will explore the Hollywood connection to each city they visit, which will include Chicago and New Orleans, to name a few. Will also conduct interviews with celebrities that are either from each broadcast city or happen to be working or visiting the broadcast city at the same time. In addition, Odell and Bush will keep viewers guessing about their whereabouts, only revealing the locale during daily broadcast, leaving hints about their next step toward the end of each broadcast. Another element that will be featured on both the show's website, accesshollywood.com, will be tracking how many miles the buses travel, and on top of that, how much money has been spent on the gas. Well, you know, you can make that tax write-off. You're not spending money. The tour will wrap up in Los Angeles on September 16th, in time for Odell and Bush to fulfill their duties for the Emmy Award on September 18th. In addition, Access Hollywood will make a major announcement to viewers at the conclusion of the tour. So that's what that was. And just give even more context, that was when the president was the host of The Apprentice, right? It was NBC's biggest show. So, of course, Access Hollywood being the entertainment news magazine for NBC Universal, of course, you know, Billy had to do what he had to do, and that's basically what's his logic, right? But yeah, that's just to give context, conjecture, and connection on what's going on here. And my God. So here it is here from Politico Magazine. The man behind the tapes that could sink the dial. Here's why Mark Burnett won't release The Apprentice footage. He's a former British paratrooper and one-time Beverly Hills nanny who made a fortune inventing reality TV with Survivor and producing shows for every network. He's a devout Christian who, with his wife Roma Downey, which if you don't know who she is, she was on one of my mom's all-time favorite shows, Touched by an Angel, with the iconic Della Reese, which, by the way, she was the first African-American woman to have a daytime, to have a talk show. I was about to say daytime, but I think she was on in prime time. But either way, she was the first woman to have a talk show. Della Reese, in case you did not know that. Has generated blockbuster religious programming, raised money for displaced Christians in Syria and Iraq, and counts prominent evangelicals among his allies. He's also a pastor on to Democratic campaigns, chief among them Barack Obama's and his closest family friends and mentors include the Hollywood uber liberal Jeffrey Katzenberg. And now because of this accident, because of the accident of his collaboration with 47, for whom he created The Apprentice, the franchise that launched 47's political career, Mark Burnett is sitting squarely on top of what could be the hottest story in American politics, with no apparent prospect that he will ever tell it or let it be told to the world. That might look as if Burnett is covering for the man who's 47, the art of the deal, he said, has helped him inspire to reboot his own life in what would prove to be a phenomenally lucrative way. But one time long Hollywood executive who knows Burnett well and considers him a friend says that, contrary to some media reports, Burnett is not supporting 47 politically and has in fact long been privately appalled by the moment's crudeness. They made a lot of money together. The executive said that's all. What what's holding Brunette back, Insider explained, is nothing more than the keen business acumen, airtight contractual arrangements, and salesmanship that have propelled him to the top of his profession. Since last weekend, when Bill Pruitt, a former Apprentice producer, tweeted in the aftermath of 47's lewd and some comments about women in Access Hollywood outtakes that there are far worse 47 pilots in the Apprentice archives. The most favorite parlor game from Hollywood to Washington to New York has been when or whether such material might surface. And by the way, in that video that I played for you, you were talking about Nancy. That would be Billy Bush's former co-host, Nancy O'Dell. Yeah. Let's continue. Another former Brunette producer, Chris Need, later claimed on Twitter in a tweet since deleted that she heard from Apprentice producers and crew that 47 had been using the N-word, and that the contractual penalty for any Brunette employee who disclosed proprietary information about the show was $5 million. Lee later said she had only heard rumors about 47's words, and the Associated Press reported that former crew members, staffers, and contestants on the show said 47 used demeaning and sexist language about female contestants, ranked them by breast size, and talked about which ones he wanted to have sex with. After a 48-hour fervor in which various Hillary Clinton supporters offered to raise money to compensate any whistleblower, Brunette and MGM, which acquired his production company, for more than $500 million over the past 2 years, and installed him after the television started out the Flames a statement on Monday. MGM owns Mark Burnett's production company, and The Apprentice is one of its properties, the full statement says, and that is now at Amazon. Because Amazon bought MGM. If you understand the moves that are happening around you, you understand what you're seeing in front of you. If you understand the moves that are happening around you, you understand what you're seeing in front of you. If you understand the moves happening around you, you understand what you're seeing in front of you. Despite reports to the contrary, Mark Burnett does not have the ability nor the right to release footage or other material from The Apprentice. Various contractual and legal requirements also restrict MGM's ability to release such material. Burnett's office did not return messages from Politico seeking further comment. Stiff penalties for unauthorized disclosure are standard practice for reality television series in which suspense and surprise are crucial elements of the shows. Moreover, as a star and a partner in The Apprentice, industry experts say 47 himself might well have the legal right to control the release of any outtakes or other unused material, including written transcripts, which are routinely used as an aid and anti-shape of the show's. Big star here, 47's category, are often given that benefit, says one top studio lawyer who is not involved in The Apprentice and has no first-hand knowledge of 47's deal with Burnett. Another long-time television executive involved with a rival reality show notes that whatever Burnett's political person believes, it will be highly damaging to his standard in the industry, where he has a reputation as the sharpest deal makers. If he believes proprietary material, there's no upside to it. The executive says, "You wrote any trust that anyone ever had in you. Who would ever want to work with you again?" But the pressure shows little sign of abating. On that Tuesday, the civil rights lawyer already representatives of the California branch of the National Organization for Women and California Democrat Party Women's Caucus marched to MGM's headquarters in Beverly Hills to present an open letter demanding release of the tapes as a civic duty. For its part, NBC has taken pains to explain that Burnett's company delivered each episode of The Apprentice to the network as a finished package and controls raw footage. But since it was the success of The Apprentice that helped revive NBC's morbid primetime lineup more than a decade ago, that leaves the network's news division already under fire for moving slow to release the Access Hollywood footage, which the network does control in the awkward spot. Ethically, I think it's a very 21st century moment, says one veteran Hollywood producer who also worked with Burnett. Will there be whistleblowers within the company who have access to the data and leak it? If you're NBC News, aren't you just hammering your boss's stick? Burnett, 57, once summed up his philosophy rap by saying, "I'd rather go for it than not have done it. Falling on my face is not painful to me. In fact, his rise to the top of the television heap might have once seemed improbable. He grew up as the only child of a Ford Motor Company factory worker in suburban London. At 17, during the British Army, eventually becoming a section commander of the parachute regiment, the equivalent of a U.S. Army Ranger. He saw combat duty in the Falkland Islands War, and in 1982 struck out for the United States, where a friend had immigrated some years before. He found work as a nanny and housekeeper first in Beverly Hills, then in Malibu, but warns Joe that he was so bad his cleaning dude that the family he had worked for had to hire a housekeeper to clean the house, including my room. He worked for a time in insurance office of the family that with him, but found he could make more money by selling second quality designer t-shirts on Venice Beach for weekends. He bought them for $2 each and sold them for $18. In 1991, he joined a French adventure competition, later buying the format rights and bringing his first show, Eco Challenge, a race contest over grueling terrain, to American cable TV, first on MTV, ESPN, and eventually on Discovery Channel. In 2000, got his big break with Survivor, a summer replacement show on CBS. The series was a smash, and the rest is history. From The Apprentice to Shark Tank to Sarah Palin's Alaska rock star pirate mastermind voice. From his earliest days on Survivor, Burnett began direct negotiations with would-be advertisers, many of whom gave him commitments before his shows even hit the air. Burnett has said many times that he was inspired to take the initial risk of becoming a TV-preneur or TV entrepreneur to jump in, as he tells his 2005 book, in part by having read The Art of the Deal in his shirt selling days. He would later convey that enthusiasm to 47, never a man to look account to Flannery when pitching him for what would become The Apprentice. Burnett knew the story of 47's renovation of Woolman Ring in Central Park and could recite it back to the 47th chapter and verse. A symbiotic partnership was almost born on the spot. He's one of the kings of the hill, says another longtime television production executive, speaking on condition of anonymity so as to not antagonize rival, and not surprisingly, he's very much about Mark Burnett. Burnett has long since punched virtually every ticket in the business, producing such award shows as the annual People's Choice Awards, which you haven't seen in some years, Primetime Emmys, earning a strong Hollywood Walk of Fame, and playing host at annual Christmas party in December that draws the cream of the industry. People who have worked with Burnett, who was raised by a Presbyterian mother and Catholic father, says he apparently became more religious after getting together with the Irish-born Downey, a devout Catholic who wears her faith on her sleeve, and starred for 9 seasons of CBS series Such by an Angel, like I told you guys before at the top of the article. The couple married in 2007, several years after his divorce from his first wife, Diane, with whom he has 2 sons. They have been active in religious and charitable causes at home and abroad. Not all his creative ventures have succeeded. His and Downey's 2013 mini-series documentary version of the Bible for the History Channel was a global sensation, tapping the market for religious programming, but their remake of Ben-Hur this summer, or that summer, was one of the year's biggest and most expensive big screen duds. He failed to find favor with his target audience. That was a blow to the bottom line of MGM Paramount Pictures, which distributed the movie, but to Burnett's brand, but not his bottom line. He remains, by most accounts, a millionaire of a couple hundred times over. Burnett has to steal his business approach in an epigram. Having the same sales pitch is stupid. Always adjust what you're saying based on the person you're hoping will give you their money. Indeed, he has produced almost every kind of reality program for every conceivable audience. In Hollywood this year, Burnett's long and close personal association before his death has not gone unnoticed. There were reports later staunchly denied by Burnett's representatives that he would have a hand in planning the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, and various reports that also filed did not have persisted that he was backing 47's campaign. Many have asked who was to blame for 47. Jimmy Kimmel said in his opening monologue at the Emmy Awards last month. I'll tell you who. He's sitting right there. That guy, Mark Burnett, the man who brought us Celebrity Apprentice. Thanks to Mark Burnett, we don't have to watch reality shows because we're living in one. 47 gets elected and he builds that wall. The first person we're throwing over is Mark Burnett. When cameras panned to Burnett, he laughed and took the joke in stride. When asked about it later in the press room after winning an Emmy himself for The Voice, Burnett said, I'm sure 47 is thrilled. I bet he's emailing Jimmy now how much free media can one person get. Perhaps paradoxically, the focus on 47, one of Burnett's closest relationships, is with DreamWorks founder Jeffrey Katzenberg, a major fan support. The two worked on The Contender, a boxing reality series starring Sylvester Stallone, Rocky. Life ain't gonna be sunshine and rainbows, but it's not about how hard you can get hit, but it's about how hard. But it's about how. But it's about how you can get back up from getting hit. Y'all know the words, damn it. And Sugar Ray Leonard 2 years ago, when one of Burnett's son was hospitalized for brain tumor, Katzenberg and his wife Marilyn reportedly visited him every day. But now the question of what just might be in The Apprentice false remains a matter of conjecture, if informed and favored conjecture. After his initial lead as a producer on seasons 1 and 2 of # The Apprentice, I assure you when it comes to the # 47 tapes, there are far worse # just the beginning. Former producer Pruitt went silent, has declined request to elaborate, perhaps bound by a non-disclosure clause himself. At least one apparent authentic transcript of unaired material has surfaced in the Huffington Post. In those excerpts, 47 is heard using excuse me, vulgarities to describe the skin of one contestant, Emily West-inspired musician who later appeared on America's Got Talent, which is also on NBC. Her skin sucks, okay? 47 is quoted as saying at one point, Cindy Lauper was a part of the team managing West. Told the Huffington Post, yes, of course, 47 has said such things. Interestingly, in the transcript, 47 is recorded as saying, I'm assuming you're going to leave this off when making such comments, as if realizing himself they would not look good in the live day. Hollywood is a town that thrives on gossip and loot every bit as much as Washington, so it wouldn't be surprising if more 47 outtakes surfaced as they did in the Washington Post Friday, no matter the potential financial or legal penalty. As a veteran studio lord told me, this is the time when things like this show up in envelopes and mailboxes. People like you, as my grandmother liked to say, only 3 people keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. So, I know. And then we have this here from PBS News. Attorneys seek Apprentice tape in 47 immigration lawsuit. This came out November 14, 2018. Boston lawyers suing President 47 over his decision to withhold special protection, shielding certain immigrants from deportation, are seeking unaired footage from his reality TV show, The Apprentice, to bolster their case, alleging the move was racially motivated. The attorney said Wednesday lawyers for civil rights would sue 47 has issued subpoenas to MGM Holdings and 47 Productions LLC, demanding any footage shot during the production of the show in which 47 uses racial or ethnic slurs, makes remarks concerning race, nationality, or ethnic background. Former White House staffer and fellow reality TV star Omarosa Newman claimed without evidence in a book released in August on Hinge that a tape of the president using the N-word on the reality shows set. 47 has denied the existence of such tapes, claiming that the show's producer told him there are no such tapes of The Apprentice where I use such a terrible, disgusting word as attributed by the wacky and deranged Omarosa. I don't have that word in my vocabulary and never have, 47 said. Right here, Mark Burnett TV called to say there are no such tapes of The Apprentice where I use such a terrible, disgusting word as attributed by wacky and deranged Omarosa. I don't have that word in my vocabulary and never have. She made it up. Look at her many recent quotes saying. Now I'm gonna be real with you. Being the millionaire that I am, there's no way in hell. Oh, okay. Well, we got an idiot in the chat. All right, there we go. Okay, all right, because we're not doing that now. No, we're not doing that. No, that's okay. We're not doing that. Nope. 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 And we're not doing that. No, that's quite all right. Like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. One thing, no, 2 things for sure. You have done 186 episodes of television. There are tapes, sir. I'm sure that there are people who, and I'm only saying this because I know it to be true. Just a couple times. When you are in the world of reality TV, there's these things called dailies, right? Where these video compilations, right? They are sent out to the industry, right? Not to us, but they're sent out to, all the networks and, dailies are sent out to the executives of the company, right? They sit in a screening room and they look at the dailies. The dailies are basically a way to keep up with production, right? Sir, if they had to send dailies to see what the show was looking like, and also too, we do all know about the cloud. We all do know about Google Drive. We all do know about Dropbox. Sir, somebody has tapes. Okay, I'm just going to let you know it is 2026. I'm sure somebody has some tapes. Okay. All right, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh my God, my God, my God, my God. Today, the case filed in Boston's federal court centers on the 47 administration's decision to end temporary protected status for thousands of immigrants from Haiti, El Salvador, and Honduras. Temporary protected status provides safe havens for people from countries experiencing armed conflicts, natural disasters, and other challenges. Lawyers for civil rights say in the lawsuit, the 47's moved to rescind the program material and animus against immigrants. Color sign copies he made the campaign trail in office. Access to these videotapes will help further demonstrate that Defendant 47 holds racially biased views that impact his policy and decision making, said Arnie Nini. Said the subpoenas will also seek any relevant outtakes, audio clips, and transcripts made during the production of the show. The MGM, Laura, and White House officials did not immediately respond to any no comment. Federal judge in July denied 47's request to throw out the lawsuit, rejected the administration's bid to remove 47 as a case as a defendant in the case, rather. In a different case in California, another federal judge last month issued a temporary injunction that bars the 47 administration from ending the protection, saying there is evidence that President harbors an animus against non-white, non-European aliens, which influenced his decision to end the TPS designation. The 47 administration is appealing that ruling. Pressure on producers of The Apprentice to release unaired footage of the show intensified during the 2016 presidential campaign after the Washington Post published a 2005 Access Audio recording, which you guys saw at the top of the show, about aggressively groping women. MGM, who owns The Apprentice, and now Amazon owns MGM. That's why it's called Amazon MGM Studios, which owns The Apprentice, said at the time that it could unilaterally release any unaired archive material because of contractual obligations. The show's producer, Mark Burnett, also said he didn't have the ability or right to release footage. But former contestant on The Apprentice, who has accused 47 of unwanted groping kids, has also sought footage through a lawsuit against the president, but it's unclear whether she has received any subpoena issued by Summer Sandler's attorney in May sought any Apprentice material that features Sandler's or 47 talking about her or other female contestants in a sexual and inappropriate way. So there is that there. Then, of course, you know about the Miss America pageant and that he owned the Miss America pageant back in the day, and the behavior that he had about the women and this, that, and the third, all around the world. I. Now, the last article I'm going to read for you all, right, is this one here from the Hollywood Reporter. So here we go. The Hollywood Reporter, 47 used racial slur on The Apprentice and other revelations from the producer's tell-all. With his non-disclosure agreement now expired, reality TV producer Bill Pruitt spoke on the record about the presumptive GOP presidential candidate's alleged on-set behavior. 20 years after The Apprentice debuted on NBC, putting the catchphrase, "You're fired." Look, I'm sorry, but you're fired. Okay, I don't know why. Oh, you're black. That's why you're fired. On the nation's lips to start before the expansive non-disclosure agreement signed by its producers are beginning to expire. No. Close. Oh my God. Y'all know how technology is, John. There we go. Okay. We're good. Okay. So we read all that there. Oh, no. Go back. I did not mean to do that. Okay, here we go. 20 years after The Apprentice debuted on NBC, putting the catchphrase, "You're fired," on the nation's lips, starring 47, the expensive non-disclosure agreement signed by its producers are beginning to expire. On that week, one of the show's top producers during seasons 1 and 2 is sharing previously unheard details at just as 47's 2024 bid to retake the White House kicks into high gear. Bill Pruitt's first telling of the early days of The Apprentice, which Slate published on Thursday. And by the way, it was an excellent article right here. Click that link, you're able to see everything. Published on Thursday, details how 47 and the team behind the NBC reality competition series set about an American fraud which would balloon beyond its creator's wildest imaginations. Pruitt's account has details akin to what many believe would have been found in the mythical Apprentice tapes, show outtakes, and cut footage that were sought after by prosecutors during his presidency. He responded to a TV show that showed Tom Arnold seeking them out. Here are 5 of the most compelling revelations from Pruitt's semi-tell-all article. So, number 1, 47 allegedly used racial slur to describe a contestant. Pruitt makes it clear that from his perspective, 47 is a master at deception, but that in a format built on stage of funny moments, he was an apt reality TV star. And in one moment, the producer claims 47's ability to recall names, judge performance, or decide where on the show proposed to use a racial slur. According to Pruitt, contestant Kwame Jackson, a black Goldman Sachs broker, had an ease and intelligence that were clear to advisor Carolyn Kepler. So she floated him behind the scenes as a potential winner months before the decision was to be made on air, saying he'll be a great addition to the organization. Apprentice winners were handed 47 organization positions. 47 heavily resisted this. Pruitt calls with his body language, wincing and head bobbing, arguing off "you're fired" energy after some back and forth. Or Jackson would just fire Omarosa. He had no such power on the show. Unbeknownst to 47, the future president allegedly said, "Yeah, by me, who would buy a N-word winning?" Pruitt describes everyone present as being entirely mortified, and he expresses regret that it's not where he drew the line, quote the show. This revelation, if true, could have some major consequences. Back in 2018, the legal group was seeking proof of such comments from the Apprentice set in its suit against the White House after the 47 administration ended temporarily protected status for thousands of immigrants from Haiti, El Salvador, and Honduras. This could have been used to argue that the decision was racially motivated. That's almost there. Now we're about to be on number 2. 47 at the time tweeted that no such relationship could exist. He said, "Because I don't have that word in my vocabulary, I never have." But this was no isolated incident. One of Pruitt, who wrote that 47 made Walker's comments he found funny or amusing, so he was misogynistic as well as racist. So number one. 47 allegedly used racial slur to describe a contestant. Number 2, 47 consistently made sexist and lewd comments about women. Pruitt said that the 47 says that the 47 that was heard on the now infamous Access Hollywood tape, in which he told former host Billy Bush, in terms of marrying women, his fame allows him to grab by the pussy was not a one-off moment from the side. After staring at females on set with a gaze of a hungry lion, as Pruitt writes, 47 would discuss their attributes with whoever was around him, and his references were quite clear from his actions. The producer recalls, while leering at a female camera assistant or assessing the physical attributes of a female contestant from whoever is listening, he orders a female camera operator off of an elevator on which he is about to film him. "She's too heavy," I hear him say. Pruitt recall another female camera operator who happens to have blonde hair and blue eyes draws from 47's comparisons to his own daughter, Ivanka. 47. Pruitt wrote, "There's a beautiful woman behind that camera," he says, toward a line of 10 different operators set up in the foyer of 47 Tower one day. That's all I want to look at. And by the way, he did not know this. He has said many times, if Ivanka wasn't his daughter, he would be dating her. I'm not joking. Not joking. Once again, all I do is say publicly available information. And I present it to y'all. Because one thing, no, two things for sure. I don't have to make anything up to have a platform. Okay, just know that. So, but I want y'all to be able to hear this because this is just my God, and my God today. It's gonna be a moment here.
Oh, she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Oh, it's so weird. Stop. You know what? You are sick. Yeah. You're known for saying outrageous things, Mr. Trump. Who are you, Woody Allen?
Oh, she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Oh, it's so weird. Stop. You know what? You are sick. Yeah. You're known for saying outrageous things, Mr. Trump. Who are you, Woody Allen?
Oh, she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Oh, it's so weird. Stop. You know what? You are sick. Yeah. You're known for saying outrageous things, Mr. Trump. Who are you, Woody Allen?
Yeah. And he has given an answer to the access. I will take questions, but here's that.
Become very famous in this video. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything. That's what you said, correct?
Well, historically, that's true with stars.
It's true with stars that they can grab women by the pussy?
Well, that's what it's. If you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. Not always, but largely true. Unfortunately or fortunately.
Unfortunately,
You consider yourself to be a star.
I think you can say that, yeah.
And now you said before, a couple of minutes ago, that this was just locker room talk.
It's locker room talk.
And so does that mean they didn't really mean it?
No, it's locker room talk. I don't know. It's just the way people talk.
Okay.
Child. 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 Give me a moment, bro. I'm trying to find. Okay. Okay. We'll get back to that in just a minute. Okay, so we're still on the second point from Bill Pruitt's semi-tell-all article from Slate. Let's continue. Pruitt writes that 47 also fired a female contestant after her professional deficiencies were explained to him, but he writes the host managed to objectify her before this 47 then raises his hands, cupping them to his chest. You mean the one with the... He doesn't know the contestant's name. 47 eventually fires her. So, point 2 was 47 consistently made sexist and lewd comments about women. And then number 1, 47 allegedly used a racial slur to describe the contestant. 47's dialogue on the show had to be dubbed. This is number 3. While 47 presents himself, and therefore the apprentice had to follow suit as a master of the universe property. Genius Pruitt says that the future president couldn't recall the names of contestants or he canceled what he needs to convey as the authoritative mogul and top brass in 47 world. Pruitt recalls some trickery initiated when additional dialogue for 47 had to be added in post-production. So it takes a while before a movie, sitcom, drama, movie, unscripted show happens. So post-production is, audio, color, lighting, all that stuff, making sure it gets approved by all the people in charge of the production and the network or streaming service, what have you. So post-production is the most critical part, right? Yes, the production's important. Without the production, there can't be any post-production. So that's the most important part. Production is the great equalizer to be able to make money, but without post-production, that's the refinement. So without the refinement, okay, production cannot shine. So there it is. 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 = 2. There we go. Here we go. Let's keep going. If you listen carefully, especially to that first episode, you'll notice clearly altered dialogue from 47 in both the task delivery and the moral he writes. In this instance, a crew had set 47 up in a soundproof boardroom set and fed him lines while producer out in LA fed him the names and lines. So that boardroom that we all saw was a fake set. Yeah. And also, too, the desk where, the receptionist would be at, that was also a fake set, right? So, yeah. But moving on, and suddenly 47 knows the names of everyone contestant says to them while the camera cuts to each one of their faces. Wow, you think, how does he remember everyone's name while on location? He can barely put a sentence together regarding how a task would work, he wrote. So this is number 4. 47 allegedly bragged about cheating on Malaya at golf clubs. So like I said, number 3 was 47's dialogue on the show had to be dubbed. Number 2, 47 consistently made sexist and lewd comments about women. And come on now. There we go. Number 1, 47 allegedly used a racial slur to describe a contestant. So let's go to this here. Right here, okay. One anecdote Pruitt shares came amid that memorable trip to the 47 National Golf Club in Briarcliff Manor, New York, from The Apprentice Season 1, where contestant Bill Rancic, who I believe was married to Juliana Rancic. I don't believe they're married anymore, but Juliana Rancic was a part of the E! Network, which is a part of NBC Universal. Now, E! is spun off into Versant. The web is very connected and big. Oversaw a celebrity tournament, according to his account, when he met his star at one of his residences on property, which boasts a 140-acre course where stars like Jack Nicholson and Clint Eastwood have teed off. 47 informed him of a secret he was keeping from his betrothed and now wife, Malaya 47. Malaya doesn't even know about this place. 47 said, according to Pruitt's recollection, this revelation he asked was not mentioned quietly to the producer, but to multiple people, and was accompanied by snickering, implying that the homes functioned as his personal lair for all his sexual exploits, all of which are unknown to his then fiancee, Melania Canas. So basically, this is where 47 had his version of freak offs. Okay, let's just call he's the white Diddy. Moving on. And number 5, everybody, The Apprentice was caught. Throughout his essay, Pruitt highlights the various ways in which the show and its star in reality television at large are never quite what they seem. He says the show used a variety of tactics, not just 47, but to manipulate elements, and this is from the set's 47 Towers. Wood furniture is chipped or peeling to the dialogue. See above. The tone of every organization is typically set from the top down, and he says The Apprentice was no exception. He played fast and loose with the facts, particularly regarding 47. He writes, if you were one of the 28 million who tuned in, chances are you were caught. We're contacted by Slate to verify the many private moments in the piece detailed by Pruitt. Steve Chung, a spokesman for the 47 2024 campaign, issued a flat denial. This is a completely fabricated and bullshit story that was already peeled in 2016. So I want to end it with this. Just listen.
Emotion. That's not what you meant. Yeah. Objection form.
Well, sort of. That's what she said I did to her. She fainted with great emotion. She actually indicated that she loved it. Okay? She loved it until commercial break. In fact, I think she said it was sexy, didn't she? It was very sexy to be raped. Didn't she say that?
So, sir, I just want to confirm. It's your testimony that E. Jean Carroll said that she loved being sexually assaulted by you?
Well, based on her interview with Anderson Cooper, I believe that's what took place. Well, sort of. That's what she said I did to her. She fainted with great emotion. She actually indicated that she loved it. Okay? She loved it until commercial break. In fact, I think she said it was sexy, didn't she? It was very sexy to be raped. Didn't she say that?
So, sir, I just want to confirm. It's your testimony that E. Jean Carroll said that she loved being sexually assaulted by you?
Well, based on her interview with Anderson Cooper, I believe that's what took place.
Just one more time.
Well, sort of. That's what she said I did to her. She fainted with great emotion. She actually indicated that she loved it. Okay? She loved it until commercial break. In fact, I think she said it was sexy, didn't she? It was very sexy to be raped. Didn't she say that?
So, sir, I just want to confirm. It's your testimony that E. Jean Carroll said that she loved being sexually assaulted by you?
Well, based on her interview with Anderson Cooper, I believe that's what took place.
Y'all, I don't know what else to tell y'all, okay? But we do not need The Apprentice rebooted by Amazon, okay? We don't want the son. We don't want the daddy. We don't want none of them. Not here, there, or anywhere, okay? The Apprentice is the white version of what Cat Williams did with Shannon Sharpe and opened up that damn portal. Hell, make no damn sense. Anyway, I gotta go. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you, everybody. I just had to come on this morning and let y'all know that this thing right here, I'll just show you real quick. In case y'all do not know, because I don't know if this will be talked about, but I think that this is a very significant development that needs to be talked about. Because listen, there's a pebble, there's a brick, there's a boulder, there's a wall, then there's a wrecking ball. We need to listen to the pebble. So, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I will see you all Friday, 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. unless there's something else in the culture to talk about. I will come back if there is. Or if there's something I want to talk about, I'll come back tonight at 6 o'clock. But if not, I will see you on Friday. All right. Love you all. Bye.
This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. Oh, no applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Morning. Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Morning. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good. Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, nail pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price. And it's a little early for this.
Now this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it off right. But whatever you do, the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early. Dirty.
Early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe,
A new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery. An isle of fire-breathing excitement. A shadowy world of monsters and mystery. New wonders in the wizarding world. And a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.